all there, but it's not as, how do I say this? You don't have as much.
Okay, I'm gonna close it now.
Right? You can't throw that toxic
So what we're gonna do, chat, what we're gonna do is we're gonna play the first round with this sound, and then we'll see if we need to up it. It looks like we can up it, but we'll see. It's always a tech pause after the first pistol, so let's see. Okay, PRX on defense, DFM on attack. Dude, people love a punish middle on pistol. Okay, 7 people middle.
Way too close for Jank to pull that out right off the bat. He's going to get one, flashes out, teammates come in to help, and Mind Freak picks up a couple more.
Yeah, great start here for PRX. Have a good read. They have the spike down. Let's see any more damage can be done. Reita gonna find a headshot and a kill. Takes quite a bit of damage himself here.
They're expecting this push as well.
There's so much pressure. They know there's a lot of heat towards the middle. That's just going to be Bankai hiding right around the
Okay, yeah, this cast is well low. We'll turn it up.
Spike hasn't quite been picked up yet. Unfortunately, that's not going to quite do the wall bang that you want, my friend. He is really low, but you have to be so careful about this. Mind Freak gets a little bit curious, peeks out, and that's going to be a headshot from Takej, but Bankai finds the trade.
Huge one-on-one.
One-on-one now, and you just have so much room to work with.
Yeah, they might be crossing paths here just in a second. Takej, yeah, he's going to be let by Bankai. Let's see if Bankai's going to try to punish this plant.
He could do it. He's sticking the plant, so Bankai going for it. He
oh no, dude, he got the knife out. No.
Yeah, this is a really intense battle in the mid. I think both teams kind of, just decided.
I got the knife out.
We're gonna go out in the front yard.
That's an awkward way to start it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, chat. It definitely needs to go up. I can see that much. I'm gonna put it like here, and maybe I'll ask again after this one.
Good indicators for detonation focus me here that
Honestly, maybe we can put it here.
They're able to hit some big shots.
Maybe we can just go full. Let's go full. Let's go full.
It looks like, now on the back foot here, some frenzies being invested for the side of detonation. So looking to see if maybe they can get, a cheeky convert here. I mean, the frenzies are super powerful, particularly on land.
Might even need to go up. I can turn it up my end as well still if need be. Okay, punish. Over towards art. This is... It's honestly not that good.
Bad at all here, though. I mean,
yeah, that is not that good for PRX.
Almost right back.
They lose a gun, it goes into a 3-on-3. It was a contact off the turret, but it's like the angle. It only kind of works if they jiggle peek and they're kind of full committed. Like if you really wanted to do this, you probably have to put your turret a little bit closer. Right, so you just see more of them. That's how I would just neaten this up a little bit. Okay, let's see what the cleanup's like.
He's already watching down that angle. The spike is dropped, and that is a huge problem. They're gonna kind of reroute their positioning, going straight.
Okay, where are we going now? We're going A, we're going B.
It takes that extra second to crouch and get through, and then they're gonna try to move towards Flower in secret.
PRX knows they've got the game sense. They know they're right around this area, but Mind Freak only has the ghost out.
Oh my.
Pushing further, but they just went right past each other. 10 seconds
oh my, this is so on.
Plus the spike plant.
Able to scoop up that Spectre and put
he has double molly alarm bot.
Still that Marshall and a Bulldog for Device, so gun favor slightly for PRX, right? Just a little.
Still dangerous. Got that poison orb.
Double molly and Viper molly.
Hiding right around Seeker, right around Flowers. It's up to Divide to kind of flush them out of the corner. They're pieing for time right now. With the snake bite out on the spike, it's forcing the fight. Forsaken goes in for it, takes a hit though. 6 HP, and that puts the pressure onto Devi's shoulders. He's able to get one more, but he's pretty darn low. Reita able to spray it, but Forsaken plays off of contact. Thankfully,
oh my, okay, well,
quite a bit of damage.
Well, 6 HP, 6 HP, they win the anti-eco, only just.
Almost take a round. It comes down to the last
damn, that was,
I tell you what,
that's a worrying sign for PRX.
DFM squad, what I've seen so far, it seems like they're playing together. A really important aspect of this that I thought was lacking at lock-in was the kind of trading off of each other, the backing each other up, the team play.
That's definitely entirely true. We hear a lot of that stuff, and like, you know, you just kind of see.
Yeah, I mean,
they are playing off of individual skill, but when they're
it was like
this,
straight bullet,
it's a little bit tougher
one
for
molly,
PRX, and that's
anything
why I'm
could
a
have
little bit
changed
worried.
this up
They're
for
not
sure.
gonna have the guns this time around because of the 4 losses previously, and that's going to be a tough hit onto the B site.
Yeah, and I mean, this is going to be one of the things that is going to come into play, I think, for DFM is having this harbor, having that extra ability to create space for yourself. You know, like we talked about, the Phoenix gives you
in terms of this, though, we do go for a bonus, so we'll see how much damage they can do, and we'll check out what DFM can do on this. Chat, maybe I'm going to try and up the caster stuff on my end as well.
DFM setting the tempo sometimes, and I'm kind of curious to see how they're going to make that work in this round with the gun disadvantage.
Maybe that's a little bit better.
Doesn't really last as long as well. It's just a little wall, but they're going to go in with it anyways. Dashing straight into PRX is going to be Suggest. And right now, holding Halls
and this
so
is
much space created. PRX, they want to counter this, but they
more game stand, not casters. I mean, that's on their end. I can't do that. I can't do the whole production fee. I would love to, but I can't.
The toxic screen goes up yet again, and the pressure is on. Devi, unfortunately, isolated out. Suggest is online for the ace right now. 3 kills already. Benkai tries to deny it. He's able to take Zenfree out. Spike drops,
this
and
might,
a little bit more peeks into Halls.
Let's see how much more damage he gets, because this definitely could have snowballed a little bit.
Benkai might want to consider just potentially saving this Phantom. Maybe we'll see. Maybe he thinks he can find another pick. You know, he knows he's got a couple.
He can buy next. He just wants to try and get kills, and like literally every kill he gets is really important. So yeah, this was huge. This is a good bonus though, because they have to make 2 people rebuy, and we have to see armor rebought. So it just means we get a huge swing round right now. So yeah, this round is gonna be really, really important. Both teams have an ult as well. Okay, this is cool.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, it's just a simple strat, kind of classic. You have the toxic screen up. Suggest just dashing straight into the back of Halls. PRX knowing that they would not have the gun, so they're going to play a little bit more reserved, a little bit more in defensive positions. You got the flash coming in from support, and that's just going to tear PRX apart.
Okay, so yeah, chat, I'm circling everyone that can't buy next round, so it's an important round. We got defensive Killjoy ult, and we've got the attack Viper ult, so if they get on site and use this wall, it's going to be interesting. Oh boy. Okay, so they were 1 away from Killjoy. They take A main control. In return, though, PRX probably felt like this was coming, and they've taken B control because they think they're just going to use the ult. They're going to go super aggro, so we're going to keep an eye on the double push. There's actually 3 people towards middle, so this is to clear all the site. They were going to check if anyone was going to go to this spot, and then this is going to be interesting when we get to this point. Yeah, this was nice. They kind of knew that the reactive ult was going to come here. Keep an eye on this double push though. This is so good, and this is what you want to do against the oh boy.
Senses something, but it's gonna be headshots for PRX. It's delicious, like crunchy cereal right now, and you hear the skulls cracking all apart.
Chat, look what I've circled. Look what I've circled. It feels like that might have cost them.
I'm pretty sure Forsaken is prepared for this, but oh, a little bit of crouch, and Jay cleans it up.
I mean, this is WK gaming at its finest. It's a delayed
just nothing to watch behind. As we could see, a turret here would have been really, really nice. Right, just anything to kind of get some kind of info. But in terms of this round, I very much liked the plan from DFM, but I also really liked the plan from PRX. They knew they were going to go aggro because they were 1 away from the Killjoy ult, so they decided to choose over towards B and just carried on pushing. They got a little bit lucky in terms of no Killjoy util anywhere, yeah, and just ran with it.
The timing of things just kind of puts this offbeat rhythm that DFM can't quite expect.
Exactly. Yeah, I really impressed with PRX's play calling that round. Something that I've always, frankly, been impressed with for the most part with them is they have decent mid-rounding a lot of times. They're really adaptive. You know, it isn't just these kind of aggressive plays at the beginning of rounds where they're going to try to challenge you with duels. Sometimes they do get pretty spicy, and they kind of roam around the map a bit. Benkai, you know, a great lurker. Obviously, we know what Jing and Forsaken are capable of on the wings of the map in particular with winning those duels. So this is a scary
being a little bit proactive.
That round there is kind of like, to me, pretty
a
close
little
to
bit proactive this one.
Yes. But right now, I mean, off of what you're saying, Clinton,
keep an eye on this again.
DFM are kind of trying to respect this. They're so afraid to push up front blindly, so they're going to do it with utility. Anthem able to pick up one, but Devi is already here to receive up by Link. Another flash from Jake as well. Bit of a team flash for a second, but
yeah, that felt like a little. Felt like that's how the Phoenix play in my ranked at least.
He's got the Sheriff. Only 2 rounds left in the chamber, so he's gonna have to back off for a second just to reload. But PRX has all the information in the world.
Relatively clean though. So yeah, important 2 rounds back to back for PRX, right? They win the swing round and then they get loads of money, like loads and loads of money from this.
It is a little bit difficult in that long haul. Once you get stuck by the mid doors there, as you get further towards the site, right? Devi has a great angle on this. Benkai here hits a great shot while full blind. And then Devi has the range advantage over the guns. And yeah, a bit of a team flash from Jing, but that's all right. You still win the round, you only lose 1. It's totally fine. And oh, hey, it's the PRX viewing party. Let's go.
Shout outs to the PRX viewing party.
There's a lot of people there.
Hometown, escape building. Love everyone there.
Okay.
And it's going to be a timeout for DFM right now.
You've been to that.
Yes,
this makes sense in terms of the timeout, right? It's like their second real buy into it.
Really nice. It's actually where I first started casting.
So we get to see like the second full buy against full buy.
Everyone, it's like a youth facility, so they do a lot of
PRX likes the Phantom. Again, you're going to see increases of Phantom, especially when teams are playing against loud comp. You want to be able to spam as much as you can when you see any kind of wall, whether it's a Viper wall, whether it's a Harbor wall. So yeah, you're gonna teams are gonna get a lot better at it, because honestly, when I watch teams play against the Harbor comp at lock-in, I was looking at a lot of like they had so many bullets left, and it's just like the amount of times that if they had a Phantom, they can literally just spam and be so fine. So yeah, you're gonna see a big increase. Again, teams are buying the 25 armor, and teams are doing the Harbor Viper comp. You're gonna see the balance in terms of Vandal and Phantom. I'm not gonna say it's gonna switch, but it should get a lot more even. I think it's like it's 65-35 at lock-in, something roughly around there. But it should get way closer to 50-50. Potentially after this split, to be honest.
Well, not a switch, just a bait play. And overall, I'm really thrilled with what I'm seeing. Now, DFM here, I honestly wouldn't mind seeing them
Let's
get
see.
a little bit aggressive on one of these rifle rounds.
This could be pretty nice. How do they check this corner?
Going for a bit of set play, maybe. Spam that W key a little bit harder, but just
that's a huge kill. That is a huge kill. That's the person who, in theory, does the cove and prevents the plant. I'm sorry, and protects the plant with the cove. So, yeah, that's a big kill. Forsaken goes down to 1, but obviously it's through the Viper wall. Look at them flood the site. They really do not want them to get a plant down. Okay. This is looking very good. It feels like PRX, at least in their time off, have talked about how they want to approach this map a bit better, and especially over towards B site, right? They don't want this plant and this after plant to come in. I think it was the C9 game that it was something similar to like there were 10 plants and I think they won 1 after plant out of 10. Sorry, 1 retake. So for sure they've kind of looked back at that map and just been like, dude, we need to make sure they don't plant instead of trying to go for all these retakes. So.
He actually is a pretty good duelist. He used to be a Raze player at times. So
it's a good sign. It definitely helps. Like this comp is definitely pretty good against this comp in terms of the extra flashes, right? A lot of time there's vision blocked here and here, like these 3 points. The fact that you can just flash through with just an extra person, essentially, is going to help them so much.
He's the one with the blades. Everyone else, it's a little bit of an eco buy. It's going to be a little bit tough. PRX, though, they're feeling themselves. They've won 3 rounds in a row, and now they are chasing. They're hunting. They smell blood in the water.
Yeah,
what a shot. Look how proactive they are, though, I swear. PRX are very proactive. It worries me a little bit with how proactive they are against ecos, but
he doesn't want to overheat. Benkai, though, wants to apply the pressure, wants to deny the spike plant, and
I mean, Benkai's done great, yeah.
From behind with the shoddy as well.
But yeah, it's definitely part of their game plan. They're being so proactive.
Yeah, it was just too difficult to cover all those angles there for detonation after they.
If you're DFM now, you need to hold passive defaults for a little bit.
And they want to punish the,
I would even be tempted to get an op out and just watch over towards B, maybe.
The funny part, the sucky part here for Detonation Focus Me is the person who picks up a gun is Suggest, who's already got the Blade Storm. So it's kind of a, he doesn't have enough time even to toss that gun over to someone else. So it is a bit unfortunate, but that's a good play, a good recognition of the situation by PRX.
One of those things just so happens. You think you got it, but PRX already has the site surrounded, and I think that's great calling from Bankai because they know how to play that retake game.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think he's calling a really good game right now, despite the early kind of punches that DFM was throwing their way so far. The blows haven't landed significant damage to PRX's side as they're up 6-1. Still have the op in Jing's hands. You still have a couple. Still have a couple ults as well. You have the lockdown and the cosmic divide here, so a lot of tools, a lot of powerful tools.
The Killjoy at the moment is causing DFM a massive issue.
Over towards Secret.
That's a nice kill, though.
That's big value. Your controller's gone. You lose a little bit of that delay unless Bankai
Dude survives on 26 HP here. This one was, pretty big.
Up, pushed all the way
Viper leads over towards B. They have the alarm bot and the turret here, so they can at least stack 2 people in terms of the sky rotate.
See what they can do off the back of this reckoning. Jing stuck in Cubby and just wiped out by Suggest.
Great. This is the set play that you were talking about,
Dude,
too.
They just kind of won a lot of the duels here to get this going. They had 2 1-on-1s.
A little bit of time.
Yeah, dude, it's my morning voice. I can't do anything about it, chat.
Is prepared.
I mean, yeah, that might help actually.
He's coming in for a bit of a flank. Meanwhile, everyone else is up around dugout, and they're just holding the angles. PRX, the onus is on them to push this, but that's not going to favor them at all.
Dude, what a round!
Online for the ace.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like he wants to go hunting, but of course, when you're down 6-1, you just want to end it as soon as possible. You want as many rounds as possible. Bankai, what are you going to do, buddy? A little bit of a peek. He's not giving up yet. Time is ticking, though, and he's only got about 10 seconds remaining now. At this point, the best
this was much better, but a lot of this was down to just some aim duels. So
yeah, no ace for Suggest, but it's an ace at heart. It
doesn't
like
fill me with the most
so
confidence that they can consistently do this again.
Here, 8-6-1.
But it was a much needed round that they kind of needed.
Suggest
so.
a guy who's played at international events. Like everybody remembers the first Masters Reykjavik, how well him and Newturn played there, and it's good to see him coming online here. Some help from.
Was that his own flash then?
Flashes, a lot of really good ones.
Or was it Device flash?
From the side of Anthem, his Korean counterpart on this team. There's 2 Korean players in this particular game, so they're really excited to see what they can do.
In terms of the economy, if they can start winning a few more, they might be able to get him down to eco.
Really impressed with Suggest right now.
He's definitely opening up a lot of these.
Put in the orbs over towards the harbor, trying to make sure they can get another ult in this half. This is interesting. If they do decide to go over towards B, you don't really see teams play like this anymore. Because you're kind of on an island, you're pretty much just fighting the whole time. Oh my. Okay, we'll keep an eye on Anthem as well. If Anthem gets a kill, that's another ult, and it could be pretty important. In terms of the first kill, though, this is very good for DFM.
Giving away too much more information. There was the turret at Link. Yeah, Forsaken in trouble there. Gets flashed.
Yeah, it creates a lot of pressure, right? Turret and the alarm bot goes down. They get a little bit unlucky here that they're pushing over towards the site with 3 people. They are in no man's though. Good reaction from PRX to just group together and push.
A little bit of a spray from the Phantom. Doesn't quite seal the deal, but Jing will clean up.
And look at this, they're going through spawn. They're going through defender spawn, but there's somebody here. Mind Freak.
Oh, that's the first one. Zenfree, quick reaction.
This is on.
He's gonna turn this into a 1-on-2. This is not impossible to win.
Zenfree, he's been good for clutches from time to time with Northeption. I remember a couple big ones. Into his hands, gonna move forward. Secret, but they're pinged out. They know where he is at this point. He's just gonna have to pop off.
And he's trying to force those 1-on-1s. Jing wants to peek this, and that is where Zenfree can come alive. Gets the first, and now he's just waiting for that peek.
Ooh.
Almost lines up the head
close. 35 HP again. This is... I'll be honest, chat. I'll be honest.
Yeah, some signs
they're getting unlucky in these clutches.
So I will say, even though the score line is 7-2,
35 HP, 6 HP.
A lot of these rounds it comes down to
this could be a different game if some extra shots have kind of connected here. Love the reaction from PRX, right, when they were getting split over towards B, 3-person group, and they just decided to push up towards B. So it was nice. It's like
corralling the side of PRX, but if you have one player on a flank like that, it's really important that he plays his life. He doesn't go down. He's able to really hold that, but he was under pressure. Like, you know, you could see that the reaction there for PRX was
important buy for them. They need to kind of win this. Otherwise, we're going to see a crazy high score here.
Back to your earlier point,
they have a lot of ults into this again. They have ult to clear and they have ult to win this. But they have decided to go for the split. Real fast split.
Going in towards the B site now, they have so much utility set up. Reyta even slowly pushing past, but oh, it's been spotted out by Forsaken. Blazestorm at the ready, he dashes straight into the Viper's pit.
Oh
this guy's
my god.
crazy.
And they used ults into this dude. I really think they could have simplified this a little bit.
Is here to play. Suggest is the only one left, and I don't think he's gonna be able to do this. He backs off, and Benkai sticks the defuse.
It was nice from everyone on site though. The spamming was good, and again, just PRX's reactions. PRX look completely different on this map from when we saw him at lock-in. They've practiced so hard on this map, it's crazy. Everything is so much better than what we saw. All of their defensive side reactions are like perfect at the moment. Round before they're getting split, they push over towards here. This as well, once they realize that they're on site and they get the first kill, just everyone just flooding in. It's so nice. Forsaken did so much. Forsaken's been very impactful.
That's PRX for you.
Sun Armless, thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it.
Don't worry, folks. They're excited.
Sun Armless and Snaky GG. Thank you, both of you. Appreciate it. Chat, let's get some slugs in.
That's the one thing that we can kind of rally towards, but
appreciate you both.
It's been good with it, man. I will say, like, it's been a shining light here so far for DFM, and PRX is Gecko is on. Gecko's on, and Gecko is allowed if teams want to do it. But again, my kind of TLDR in terms of Gecko is the initiator version of Yoru. It's good, but it takes a lot of work, and honestly, in terms of the amount of time you put in, I don't think it's worth it. But if you have the time and you put in the time and you can make it work, then it's going to be pretty good.
It's PRX, they've got the game sense, they got the right reason. All they really have to do is the point and click. This is a point and click game after all. Takajay now. 1v2, not impossible, but the spike's been dropped. This means it's gonna be kills from here on out. He sends out the snake bite, tries to get, but
holy hell, he's hitting some shots though. Okay, let's see if they can get one more round. This has been very impressive from PRX. It's starting to feel like DFM aren't having too, I don't know, they got a little bit unlucky. And then it just feels like now they're out of plans.
I mean, as much as you don't want that to be a thing that you can say.
This is kind of 3 in a row where we've gone for a B split.
Got 3 kills in this round with those shares. This shot here is absolutely nasty. Absolutely nasty. That wall.
I think PRX will overperform as well as they did at their peak again. It's going to be hard because they definitely had. People weren't used to their playstyle at all. So now that teams know, it's going to be a lot harder for them. I feel like they have to reinvent themselves. So I'm not going to fully count them out, but I would say that I don't think it's likely. Remember they got to like the final and honestly maybe should have won as well. So it's like their peak was pretty high.
Dashing straight in again. They're so much. The Nanoswarms
They've been having a lot of success over towards A. I say a lot. They've been having their success over towards A pretty much. Oh my god, this Viper Molly. He's doing keepy ups with it.
Hot hands too, but DFM just continues to push forward. Devi holding up on the other side. It's dugout. He's digging in deep, and there's going to be some more kills coming in from Reita.
They have to win this one. They have to win this.
All they have to do is to play together, play off of each other. But
okay, there we go. 3. Dude, they got very unlucky into this half. I'm going to put that out there. Some big clutches, some good reactions from Paper X during all of this. Yeah, I felt like the scoreline should be a little bit closer than this one, but either way, Paper X are very impressed with how much time they put into this. They look like a different team on this map.
Tough at times, but like you said, Glenn, the curse has been invoked. There definitely is quite a bit of pressure for DFM. I think like what the desk was saying, right? They
honestly, I've never seen something play, so I have like, I have no idea. I've seen the stats. Like the stats are impressive, but stats kind of, I don't know, stats can only mean so much. I'm a big eye test person. Stats are great to get you noticed, but
I've seen it firsthand how electric those crowds are there. How many people?
Zesh, what's up, dude? How you doing?
Yes, I almost was too because so many other people were crying around me. I was like, oh my god, like I felt it, like it came through.
Man, the emotions, but. That's the other thing. You can see that
he won't be playing today. He literally just landed like an hour ago. From what people in chat were saying.
Confident. 9-3. They're starting to push out. I don't know. Onto defense, DFM.
I'm pretty curious. I think this is a tough ask for them. I think that's just too many rounds on the defender side for the side of Paper X. Obviously you would expect Paper X to be a pretty good attacker-sided team. Generally speaking, a lot of interesting and unique plays that they are willing to dial up. We didn't see too much of that.
I mean, maybe.
I'd say that lockdown, kind of counter lockdown.
We don't know. It will be exciting to see first game whenever he plays.
And I actually am okay with that. I don't mind those every once in a while. It's totally fine. You get value out of those. Great. But I want to see them have better macro games. I want to see them have good overall strategies and kind of good reads of the maps and the opponents. And this one, I think they did. Even in that last round quack, they read that where that lockdown was going to be. They knew what was going to happen. They had all the utility in the world there. It's just DFM outplayed them that round. And again, credit to DFM.
This is going to be very hard for DFM going up against. So normally, how a lot of Loud like to play this comp is heavy shutdown of this area on B that I've drawn, and you just do that by having walls, and it normally works because you don't have too many flashes on this map normally. But they have double flash and they have someone to dash through, so it's like a perfect comp for the Loud comp, at least on paper. It's a nice start though. Basically saw a 9-person duel over towards Long B. It wasn't fully. They were a little bit separated. Whoa, Snaky GG. That's your first 5 gifted. Chat, let's get a lot of slug approves in. Snaky GG, appreciate you. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Rick, Ethan, Shadow, Jade, and NZR, welcome into the Slow Club. Snaky, thank you so much for doing that. Again, if you got gifted, please say thank you over towards Snaky GG. Appreciate you, dude. Thanks for doing that. And you subbed as well today. Thanks, man.
At the very least, even if Paper X does rotate over onto the A site, Reita is ready for that. So Paper X right now feeling their pressure.
At the moment, Paper X's mid-round on this has been pretty good. They got a lot of map control. I feel a little bit worried for this guy in pit, but okay, I feel super worried for him. That's a nice molly lineup. Oh, they cleaned this up nicely. This 3v5 is so on. They're a little bit low HP. Some of them are half, but.
The IGL doing his thing. DFM though, we saw this from the previous half. The way that they stick together. Do you think that this is going to help them? I'm not quite sure because it's not frenzies this time around. They're gonna try to play together. That Flash doesn't quite find what they wanted.
Able to clear the site.
Playing around this, yep. Site's cleared. They can potentially stick this. But that's where Forsaken can sneak past some of these walls, some of these smokes. They're slipping the net, and Benkai is trying to find a little bit more.
It is a very good way of handling this. They went over towards the spike, they touched it once, I think there was a molly that I missed, and then they just insta-stuck it, and it was pretty much the perfect way to play it in terms of the retakes. And everyone's positioning, so yeah, this was a very nice retake.
To check on the site, make sure that's clear. Okay, now you can set up your defenses.
Good pistol as well. Right, just came down, just the idea. Chat, are you noticing? We could even start doing a tally. Are you noticing the amount of 4-1 pistols that you get on defense, especially with a Killjoy? It's all the time. It's like, it'll literally be like Killjoy info at 2 places, or sometimes even 3 places, and then the other 4 just stack. The M80s. M80 were the first to do it on... M80 was the first to do it on Icebox. But in terms of the first team I ever saw to do it, it was once again Vision Strikers. Now DRX.
But Zenfree is just going to deny this connector play.
Yeah, this is kind of what we saw on the other side with Devi in a similar position where you've got just that long range, better weapon.
But honestly, everything's called Vision Strikers, so maybe we just start calling it M80.
You stack up on your ecos, okay, we might try it, but they're going through connector here now. Reita is.
There we go. The player cams are back.
So if they tried to go through water,
yeah,
he was going to be ready. They aren't going to do so, and pings are coming down to just kind of.
Let's see how many kills and how much damage they can do, because we have a heavy priority of rifle buys here, so kills are important.
Not quite. It comes down to their utility, right? They have to hit this site. They have to
oh, okay, it's not back. Yeah, it's very much not back. Okay.
Delete some of these players, but look at the crossfire position being held. Anthem and Takaje together.
One enemy remaining.
Trying to stick the plan as well, but it's not gonna happen. I'm so sorry, Mind Freak. It's lights out, and it's DFM here to play. Yeah, it's so well played.
Maybe they'll fix it. Honestly, I prefer the cameras being off to when the HUD was wrong. That gets real confusing.
They've got all the utility.
So,
they've got
honestly,
all
I'll take
the tools
this.
in place to potentially do this as good as you could ask for coming into this bonus for them. So. Really
okay,
well like you said,
great start for them.
Perfect.
Can they win the bonus? They've put themselves in a good position to win this bonus round. In terms of against the eco-heavy priority of guns.
Back in 2021, that he was a player that people were telling me to watch out for. People were telling me that knew the Japanese scene really well, that he's a guy who is talented mechanically.
Okay, so Jing stacking over towards these. 4 out of 6.
DFM is putting it all together.
I like this as well. They know their comp is most likely going to just be stacking orbs, so we're going to see how many times they can kind of take middle for free. I thought this reaction was pretty cool. It's kind of similar to the pistol as well, where it's just info and 4 stack, right? It's basically just a 1-4. Teams are doing that a lot more in their bonus as well.
Absolutely. All it takes is one more round that PRX drops, especially if it's a bonus, and all of a sudden it's 9-7, and it's real
my internet's like perfect at the moment. I've got nothing wrong on my end. At least on my OBS.
No, it's in the hands of Devi.
Oh gosh.
Here they go.
It's a bit of a flank too.
Okay, this is a nice hit. This is a very nice hit. And they get a relatively good plant with the after plant, but we have the 3-person flank behind.
All this is doing is really just buying
A
time.
lot of this is up to Mind Freak. Nice molly.
He's gonna tank that snake bite. Unfortunately, it's not gonna do him too well, and Benkai trying to play along with the start, finds the first headshot, plays around the pillar, a little bit of a peekaboo, and it works out just
wow,
for 1 second.
they've done so well at the moment.
Unfortunately, it's not enough. 4-on-2, Forsaken and Jing. Can you two do this? 1 kill is all Jing needs for his run it back, and he's gonna find that. Unfortunately, can't take it out too, and he might be a little bit exposed.
There's a molly as well. Oh my.
But here comes Jing.
What a hero round. There's the molly that seals it.
And that's all he really needs.
Nicely done from Jing.
What a
Holy.
for PRX.
Huge play from
They
Jing
win
here.
all the clutches.
Unbelievable, and he got
All
that
of the
run it
clutches.
back, and that is the key moment for him. That gives him the confidence to take
Yeah,
an
I'm
extra
on
trade,
I'm
to
on
take an
YouTube at the
extra
moment
risk
trying to.
that he's able to use to get that opening kill. DFM reads this round really, really well, though. Again, it comes down to the last player for Paper Rex once again, but the heroics of Jing, time and time again. This guy absolutely nuts with his aim. Like you said, the hot hands to lead the way.
Yeah, that was really nice. That was really nice.
Back up his absolutely nutty shooting.
Look at that cute boy. Oh my god.
He is adorable.
It's so good.
It's true.
Forsaken and Jing, you can't separate these two. And now it's 10-5. DFM, of course, being able to buy back up. They're not backing down.
9 people can't buy next round.
Man, I mean, again, so many of these rounds. This has got to be the 4th or 5th round that it's come down to a 1v1 at the end of it. That it has to be a clutch for Paper Rex to win. So, you know, really impressed overall with DFM. Even though the score line is, you know, 2 times the value for the side of DFM versus Paper Rex, I'm still really enthralled with both of these teams. They're both playing really well.
They're kind of doing a similar thing. This is a nice round so far. Question mark created over towards middle and question mark created over towards A. They did just flash this and get nothing, so we might see a bit of a rotate. I will say something about DFM, but I'll wait. I'll wait until after this.
Everybody knows how insane mechanically they are.
Yeah, not quite enough for DFM, but that's where I'm hoping to see them shine. Like you said,
nice decision
he's going in for peaks, and right now,
on site to go like this.
Trying to make it a bit of a trade, maybe a 2-for-1, but Benkai just playing it safe. He is alone though, and that's where I kind of get nervous. But he's able to sneak past, and this gives Paper X the site. Everyone has already made their way past B-Long, and DFM has to retake.
And look at this, they switched to Jing over there. He doesn't have any utility, but you know they want to make sure that Kai.
Yeah, these guys need to speed up a little bit. Nice trade. Okay, Benkai's jaw is important. Perfect. Nice trades again, though. They have
And they don't quite clear holes.
Ooh, nicely done.
Able to come up from the sides.
So yeah, we're pretty much just and again, Paper X are playing this well, where they're creating question marks around the map. I think DFM, if I'm going to do a quick change for them in terms of how they need to approach this map, they should probably, well, just with how it's been going at the moment, they should probably try and get use the Killjoy to just get more info and just stack heavier over towards the other sides. Whether it's double info mid, or whether it's like A and R itself. Because it feels like they need to fight a little bit harder into some of these points, especially over towards B. This is a good time for a timeout. The issue is they have to eco.
There's hope for DFM in my mind. I'm really feeling that they can run some more rounds together. They can make this a really competitive map potentially.
I have to agree, and that's one of the things that I think DFM needs to do right now.
Yeah, I agree, Strift. It's a little bit. They're letting them get a little bit too much space on the buy rounds itself, in my opinion. Paper X have been playing this well. Actually, honestly think that like I've honestly been impressed by both teams. Like Paper X is doing everything great. The clutches have just been a big factor in this one.
Yeah, it is hard. I mean, even just doing your 1v1s.
Whoa, beanstalks! Don't say that word yet. We've had none.
I did like some of the flanks and some of the other things that they tried. Like
no, I'm being honest. Like it's honestly been pretty. It's honestly been pretty good.
You know, on their bonus round,
they're just not going. They're just not going aggro enough. They need to get info.
They got a Marshall. They got a Blade Storm. Who knows? Maybe a Viper's.
Like they're so unlucky that they won like 3 or 4 clutches. In terms of like one-on-ones. One was a 9 HP, one was a 5 HP, the other one was in heaven when Jing just went, went massive. This is what I was talking about, right? You see this wall and how loud this heavy shutdown here? Also, this reactor is way better from DFM. Just flooding the site. They don't have the guns for it, but maybe they have the numbers.
One more knife is all it takes to find Forsaken. Some whips, but he's able to clean up, and we're back to a 2-on-2.
Gets blinded there a bit, or nearsighted there momentarily. Here comes the lockdown now, and it's Davai who's going to finally shut Suggest down.
Okay, another one-on-one, chat. Can they win a clutch?
All right. Don't want to get too antsy with this, though. Benkai has the plan, and he knows that. Benkai trying to trick him into holding the angle. A sudden peek. And that's all this guy needs.
Much better, though. Much better with how they're playing it.
Again, it's so close.
Flooding over towards the site.
1v1. I mean, that one is difficult because of the gun advantage that Ben Guy has, right? Dude, I mean, great rounds here on both sides. I mean, again, suggest gets these Blaze Storms. He has been really good this entire map. Very accurate all around.
Heisted, thank you so much, dude. With the Prime Chat, new member of the Slug Club again. Dude, a lot of new members today. Thank you so much for the support. Thanks for using Prime on me, mate. Appreciate it.
Some big laughs there. They're starting to feel pretty good.
Alright, chat. Seven chances. They're winning out all the clutches. They've got perfect reactions at the moment. This feels done. We'll see. Especially with that opening kill.
Now they're starting to peek out.
See, for me, chat, for me, they've used the Killjoy like this the whole time. Right? They've used the Killjoy for this all the time. And it's like, they need to get more info with just the way that the map is. They need to get more info so that they can do these kind of three-person takes and feel confident about it.
And this is,
yeah, they played this so well. They played this so well. It's a nice A push, but it's just the fact that the PRX have just instantly gone for this. Like it was pretty much just a B rush. So they do the right thing in terms of being aggro, being proactive, but time is going to be a factor for this one.
But Anthem takes him out. The Reckoning gave away his spot, and they just might be able to deny this win. High tide, and they want to find that plant. Reta off towards the back of halls. Jing goes in, trying to find more damage. But the timing just does not favor them. The spike ticking away. It's going to be PRX deleting DFM off of this first map, 13-5.
Chat, you know the maybe some of you, maybe some